Hey guys, my name is Derek and I'm here to give you guys my review of the Genesis Hellfire. It's been about 6 months now since I've had the board, and there are a few pros and cons to the board as well as a few updates, but overall this board is really great. So what's new about this board is that they now have a cap for your charging port. Before they never had that for the previous models. After a few complaints from customers, they finally put it in, so this will block and keep the dirt away from the port. I wouldn't say that's waterproof. On the website it doesn't say that it's completely waterproof, but it will keep some water out of that place. Now the cap is actually really tight. I'm working with one hand here, but overall once you plug it in, it'll be completely shut and it's really great. So far I went through a lot of puddles and it's been going pretty good, but puddles are not that deep. They're just small little puddles that I just run over. People have been complaining that the controller is slippery. I totally agree with that. Genesis had provided this wristband for you to keep on your wrist, and it's extremely helpful especially if you're going to get something from your pocket. Right here is the acceleration and the deceleration. So pushing up to accelerate and pushing it down will be to decelerate. Right here is the direction of your board. You got to figure out which way the board is. To find out, you just got to push down and that'll be its default position. So moving on, right here is the power button. And the power button here, once you press it, it'll pop up a Wi-Fi bar as well as a battery bar. The battery is for the controller. Red means it's low battery, green means it's pretty good. But since the Wi-Fi is blinking, it means it's not connected to the board. So to make sure it's connected, you gotta press the power button on the board to turn it on. So once your board is on, you can check the battery of the board by pressing the power button really quick, and it'll display the bars. Right here is the gearbox, so it tells you how fast you want to go on your board. The slower pace means that it's the beginner level, and to advanced level you gotta press it one more time and it'll go a little bit faster. And this will be using the full potential of the board. To disconnect the control from the board, all you do is long press it and that will turn off the controller. And when you do that, the board starts to blink, just as I did with the controller, telling you that it's not connected. And to do that again, show you guys, all you do is just long press to turn it on and that'll connect the board again. So far after using this board for a few months, there's a normal wear and tear, but I'm not sure what the correct terminology is, but I don't think I'll be needing a new sandpaper to stick on. I've never had my board go under 2 bars. The reason why is because I will always want that full speed. So that's kind of a con for Genesis. After hitting 2 bars, the board kind of slows down, becomes sluggish. But it's not dramatic, but you will feel a loss of acceleration and power. I wish this was not the case, but you'll have to keep charging every time it's 2 bars. So for me, it takes about maybe an hour and a half. It just stated that this board will get at least 20 or 22 miles with one full charge, but so far I've only gotten about maybe 15. And that's about my average right now, and of course it depends on road conditions. And what's great about this board is that the batteries are replaceable. I believe only the Hellfire and the Genesis Tomahawk are the only boards that can replace the batteries. Right now I'm currently riding on gravel. Genesis stated that it's not best to run through something that has a lot of dirt, a lot of rocks, and that's kind of true. Sometimes the wheels might get locked up with a rock and you'll fly forward. But I learned that through the hard way. But it's just small little pebbles, it'll do just fine. But right now I'm just going to the street, show you guys it's okay to just go through little bumps, little cracks, and but those little pedestrian sidewalks where it has those what's it called, reflectors, you can't go over those. For sure you'll flip over, and that would not be a pretty sight. But anything, if it's just a small little thing, at a good speed you can run over, but if you're going kind of slow, that'll throw you off balance. Another thing I want to talk about is that once you get the board's a little bit stiff. The reason why is because it's designed for keeping you in a straight line. It's not really meant for turning. So this board is ideally meant for cruising and not so much of turning really hard. But what I've done is I've actually loosened up the nut in the back wheels, so when I need a turn, it'll give me a sharper turn when I need to. But right now I'll show you guys how it'll be like once you go over a sidewalk. You can actually go into the little driveways. It'll be fine as long as there's no water and the dip is not that, or not the dip, the block is not that thick. So you can literally run over, and I'll show you guys right now. There you go. So those little things are easy. You don't have to worry about those. So far, I haven't had any problems with the tires being broken by gravel or having chips in it or little bumps. So far, it's been great. I mean, the condition of the tire is pretty great. But let me know if you guys have any questions at all. I'll be happy to answer them for you. But upon making this video, I did ate it. I ate it pretty good here. So now I'm just looking for my light that just came off the board when I fell off. But I'll make a second video for this light. This light is for your board, so at nighttime when you ride, you'll be safe. It also blinks as well. But I'll save that for another time. If you have any questions, just let me know.